Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for 7 Mortal Sins, episodes 4, 4.5, and 5. 4.5, you're probably asking? Yeah, they put a recap episode in this show. Anyway, episode 4 is when we get to meet the Sin of Greed, Mammon, and she is in England, and I think her name was Marie. Whatever. I'm getting Marie and Mariella from Black Clover confused. Maria sees a coin on the floor when they get there, and like most people, when they see spare change on the floor, on the ground, anywhere, they pick it up. Even if it's just to like put it on the counter, if it's in like a place of business. So that doesn't mean she was going to steal it. She probably could have picked it up and planned on putting it on the counter because it was in a place of business. Oh no, as soon as she touched it, a cage appeared out of nowhere and trapped the three of them. And Mammon shows up, telling them that essentially you tried to steal from me when I wasn't looking. And she leaves with Lucifer so Lucifer could fight her, and it ends up being at one of Mammon's real estate ventures. And that was probably not a smart move on her part because she knew that Lucifer wanted to fight her and could possibly cause property damage. And that's exactly what happened. To make Lucifer pay her back, she kicked her butt and trapped her in a contraption where she had to sit essentially no shorts on, essentially I think just her underwear on a dang it, what would it be called? It looks like a horse, but the top part of it where you would sit on it to ride is metal and thus caused extreme pain, and she is stuck there essentially until she pays Mammon back, which she is refusing to do. At this point, shoot. I'm blanking on, Leviathan. I was blanking on her name for a second. They found, some real estate papers, and she goes to leave to try and find Lucifer because that's probably where she is one of the places. Maria ends up finding a soul contract right as Mammon shows up. And we see her doing business with another customer and gives her an elixir. I'm thinking all it is Mammon's breast milk. And I'm thinking this after I've seen the episode, obviously. And I think that's the case. And once that's taken care of, Mammon asks Maria, what's your relationship with Lucifer? And I guess she kind of figured it out that Maria was kind of bound to Lucifer. So she offered her a way out, in a way, to essentially work for her instead. And turns out that working for her essentially is working as a babysitter. Mammon's got tons of kids, and they're not cute little babies. They are the ugliest little demon babies I will ever lay eyes on. They look like, shoot, how would I describe this? The puppet doll that Nikazawa would use in Ornate Heist Club. It was black with weird sewn up looking eyes and looked like it was stitched up essentially. That's what they were. So yeah, as soon as Mammon shows up, because essentially she told her that all the people there have been hypnotized to think that they're taking care of their own kids. As soon as she showed up, the baby that was near Maria stopped crying because it recognized its mother. And Maria tells her that, babysitting is fine and all, but letting it be a full-time caretaker and you not taking care of your kid is making you a bad parent, essentially, and that she needs to take care of her kids. And by this point, Leviathan had found Levi, whatever you want to call her, found Lucifer, and instead of trying to get her free, she actually tried to get her free, but Lucifer told her no. Somehow, Lucifer gets free after Leviathan stupidly decided to get on the thing as well and suffer with her. I'm like, why would you put yourself in that position? Then again, I guess Leviathan could get herself off if she wanted to. But somehow Lucifer's able to get her off and get back to where Maria is at and kicks Mammon's butt and destroys her place of business in the same time. Episode 4.5 is a recap of the last 4 episodes, essentially. So, no need to discuss that one. Episode 5 is when, correct me if I'm wrong, but the 7 sins are essentially wrath, greed, gluttony, sloth, envy, and pride. No, wait, pride and, lust. Right? Because there is no vanity, and there is no melancholy. Am I missing something here? Or did they just add those two to the whole thing? Because, yeah, that's all I know about when it comes to 7 deadly sins, 7 mortal sins. Those are the sins. I know that the virtues are supposed to be, one of them is love. Selflessness. I don't know what the others are, but yeah. They added one called one that is melancholy, and I do not remember what her name is for the life of me, but she is not a fighter, but she is you could say a modern day, I guess you could want to compare her to a YouTube sensation. Or a YouTube pop star, I should say. And instead of fighting her, Lucifer decides to take the same route that she did and try and beat her with her own game, essentially. Maria tries to help her by coming up with different styles of music for a song they could do, to obviously, win, as in getting more followers and everything than her, and obviously beating her. And it works, but then they come out with different ones, and it's just all over the place. And then Lucifer decides to try and set up a concert for her so her followers can enjoy her music. Well, it turns out the whole reason she only does it on videos is that she has stage fright. So when it came time for her to go out, she couldn't do it and instead hid in the bathroom while Belial, and I don't remember what the sloth one's name is, I don't remember. Well, they're trying to get her to come out. So Lucifer decides to take that initiative and get up on stage and start singing, and this actually gets her out of the bathroom, and they start essentially duetting it up. So she ends up admitting defeat in the end, because, Lucifer was so good at it. Obviously, Belial is not happy about this, though. But, yeah, let me know if melancholy and vanity are supposed to be part of the 7 sins, 7 deadly sins, mortal sins, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I will get to work on this, and I will see you guys next time.